The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champions, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Scanning the field, it's McLeod. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
To the air, it's McLeod. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Glenn. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
A design run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Ready to try the point after.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense has dominated all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. The Huskers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Handoff from the gun. Creates a little space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Golden Gophers are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Moving out of the pocket. There he goes. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. TCU is running away with this one thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 17 over Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Looking for room. It's Kendricks. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got a lot of room to the right. The 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Had those stats, young fella.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Down to Sim on the left. 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day.
This shit is annoying. I can't even control a damn quarterback, bro. I'm just stuck running the fucking ball.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to the ground game on the left. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Got room to work. Can't get him to the ground. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. Finds his man. It's Glenn. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now on 1st down from the 30. This quarterback part of their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his 1st punt to pin him deep. Gets it out of there for the 1st time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the returner goes down.
And the Nebraska offense will take over 1st and 10.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And 1st down for the offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Kendricks. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Running into the open space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Glenn. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Starting to feel a little pressure. That's it, fly. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Direct snap. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, better look out. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Byers on the move. By himself, he makes the grab.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Snap to the back. Finding an escape route. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Toss sweep right.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards, or sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Bringing the heat.
And I think this team knew going into halftime.
God, that's a safety. That's a safety, man.
First play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end. To get some yardage. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
This offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory. There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
They're going to ride this running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
This time he's got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw. It's McLeod. He's got him. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Let's go! Caught in the backfield. It's Glenn. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
So awful, bro.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the fourth. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Easy. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And he goes down after making...
Couldn't tell where the fuck my user was, bro.
Still short of the first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Red pass, it's complete.
Bro, that is garbage, bro. That is fucking garbage.
That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let
Shouldn't even have took that touchdown. That shit was terrible.
It only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Gives it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Grab near the marker. It's Flores. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Out of bounds at the 49. And first down for the
Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
He has the first and still on his feet. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Minnesota! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on second down.
42, Spider.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they do on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Sends it back in motion. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. On the move. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Easy.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The quality was unacceptable.